a lot of people think like all I gotta do is get my loved one into recovery or treatment and we'll be fine. And that's a pretty prevalent belief, and that's what they set up interventions. It's like you got to go, you got to go, you got to get fixed, and but you don't buy into that belief, do you? I'd love to hear your perspective on that.
I'm somebody, I didn't go to treatment, and they said to me, oh, the folks that, not everyone, but there were several people that said, you're never going to make it. People connected to treatment, and you're never going to make it. Good luck. We'll see you in 6 months, whatever. And I was like, okay, like,
That's
you'll
not very
see.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very nice. But I obviously, addict, I believe addiction is a disease. It is like, this is like, it's deep, and it affects everyone and everything. And so, of course, like, if something isn't treated, you have an issue there. But there's many different ways to treat addiction. So I don't know, I don't really buy into the treatment space, like 30-day program, 60-day program. If we think about it, those places aren't open because folks are getting better. They're open because, and they're, making money off of people who are sick and who are coming back. And it's a revolving door. And, I have a whole slew of opinions on treatment. And I won't, I don't want to drag anybody or anyone's beliefs, but
And they're not all the same. And some are better than others.
exactly.
Start,
I do
start
believe
there.
that. But
But
I don't think that it's the be all end all for everyone. It's a money making industry, like point blank. It's, unless you are a nonprofit treatment center, you're making money off of people who are not well. And so you need folks that aren't well to keep coming back. And it kind of speaks to, like, it speaks to that industry. I don't think all treatment centers are the same. Like you just said, like there's levels, but people aren't cured once this is an ongoing process too. And I don't think it just ends with like, oh, you're going to go to this fancy treatment center in Malibu and you're going to sail off into the sunset. Like, that's not how that usually works. So
right. Yeah, so there's a lot of money being made in this industry, and people, I think, very good advice for people to really do your homework, ask a lot of questions.
Yep. As with anything, anything that
Yeah.
you're going to trust for your wellness or your health or your life. Yeah, do your research.
Mm-hmm. And again, they're not all created equally, but there's some out there doing some pretty bad things. And that's the reality as well, unfortunately.